Hello.
Hello. Yes, this is Kara calling from Walt Disney World Travel. May I speak with Mrs. Regina Johnson, please?
Speaking.
Hi, Regina. I'm calling today because I see you ordered one of our Disney vacation planning videos back in October.
Yes, I did.
That's great. Can I ask you, did you find the video helpful?
Oh, absolutely. Though it left me with some questions, though.
I understand. The videos can really only impart so much information. Do you think you might be interested in coming into our office to speak to one of our dedicated Disney professionals?
Oh, that would be great. We have a big anniversary coming up, and we were really thinking we would love to take the whole family to Disney World.
That sounds amazing. We'd love to make it your most magical anniversary ever. Do you have some time next week? Maybe on Wednesday?
Actually, I would like to bring my daughter with me to help plan this. And I think she's working on Wednesday, so we have to make an appointment on Friday. I think she's off on Friday.
Oh, I do. How about 2 p.m. on Friday?
That sounds perfect.
Great. Well, we'll see you then. Good afternoon. Can I help you?
Hi, I have an appointment at 2, and my name is Regina Johnson.
Hi, Regina. I'm Kara. We talk on the phone.
Nice to meet you. This is my daughter, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. Welcome.
Hi, I'm really excited to be here. I really love your Beauty and the Beast figurine.
Thanks. I just love Beauty and the Beast. It's my favorite movie.
It's in my top favorite 3, but The Lion King is my favorite.
Can't go wrong with Timon and Pumbaa, right?
Exactly! Hakuna Matata!
I'm sure we can sit and talk Disney movies for hours, but we should probably get focused. I was hoping you could tell me just a little bit about you and your family.
Well, me and my husband Rich are celebrating our 40th anniversary, and we were thinking about doing together with the whole family. And we just wanted a big party, but then I thought that was a little weird. So he just suggested Disney, and I thought that was wonderful.
I think it's a beautiful idea. How many of you are there?
There's 10 of us all together. There's Mom and Dad. There's my husband RJ, me, my 2 kids, Rochelle and Ricky, and then there's the Calgary crowd, Robin and Steven, and their 2 twins, Reed and Raymond.
Oh, and don't forget Rocky.
Oh yeah, Rocky, my daughter Rochelle's service dog. He's a really important part of the family.
Well, we are going to make sure Rocky gets all the special attention he deserves.
It won't be a problem to bring him. My daughter really relies on him. She has severe social anxiety.
Let me reassure you, Disney can absolutely accommodate Rochelle's needs and Rocky.
I'm so glad. Rochelle is such a huge Disney fan. I would hate for her to have a bad time if she couldn't bring him.
She absolutely can. They'll do wonderful things for her and Rocky. So before we touch on anything else, how old are the children?
Rochelle's 15, Ricky is 12, and the twins are 10.
That is such a great range. They're all old enough to really engage and create memories that are going to last a lifetime.
Exactly. Being around them just makes me and Richard so happy. Their energy is so contagious.
I bet. So, can you tell me exactly when you're hoping to travel?
Well, our anniversary is on August 23rd, so we were hoping to be at Disney on our anniversary. And Steve and Robin can fly from Calgary, and we can all fly to Orlando together around August 11th. So we were hoping to be home by August 26th.
Okay, great. So that'll actually give you 2 full weeks at Disney. That's plenty of time to really explore all the parks.
That's what I was thinking. And I watched the video we received, and honestly, I felt so overwhelmed I don't know where to start.
And there's 10 of us, and with a lot of different interests.
It can be a real challenge, I know, but you know what? I can help you plan the whole thing, whether we want to get really, really detailed or keep it kind of relaxed. So why don't we start with your resort choice? I'm going to go get our accommodation specialist, Chantel, and she'll help you figure out what resort you want to stay at.
That sounds great.
Hi there, I'm Chantel, the accommodation specialist. You must be Regina and Rachel. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so Kara told me about the trip that you guys are planning. Awesome, by the way. I do have a solution for you guys looking at the resorts. So there's 2 resorts that have family suites. Those are Art of Animation and All-Star Music. These suites have a king bed as well as 2 pull-out beds. I think for you, Rachel, this could be a really good option for you and your family, just so that you and your husband can have your own bed and your children can have their own bed. Plus, there's going to be extra room for Rocky, too.
Oh, that does sound great. But is the whole hotel suites? I'm sure that Mom and Dad don't need suites, and neither do Steve and Robin.
No, it's not all suites. We can definitely look into a king room for your parents if they'd like. And there's also rooms with 2 double beds or even 2 queen beds for someone like Robin and Steve.
Richard and I definitely don't need suites, but I think the suites sound like they would be a good fit for all you kids. Reed and Raymond would likely do better on their own beds, don't you think?
True, sharing a bed for a couple nights is okay, but sharing a bed for 2 weeks can cause some epic squabbles.
The family suites really are a good option, yes.
Which resorts did you say they were again?
So Art of Animation is exactly what it sounds like. It focuses around Disney's art and all their movies and the amazing animation that goes into them. All-Star Music, it focuses around the genres in Disney. So there's rock and roll, jazz, and even some Broadway in there.
Are the prices similar?
Yeah, both are considered value resorts, but Art of Animation does run a little bit more expensive than All-Star Music. 1 night in a standard room at All-Star usually costs around 100 US, while the standard room at Art of Animation usually runs around 130. We definitely have to look into that more detail when we get some solid foundations, but that's roughly around the prices that you're going to be looking at.
And remember, Dad and I are going to cover the cost of the resorts, so you guys don't have to worry. You guys only have to worry about airfare and food and spending money.
I know, but I want to make sure we're not breaking the bank either.
I know, and we appreciate that. I really like the sound of Art of Animation.
Oh yes, absolutely. And if cost is a concern, there are some specials that we can look into. At a certain time of the year, Disney does offer the Disney dining plan for free, or we can even look at some discounts specifically for the resort that you end up choosing.
Oh, that would be great to help the kids out.
What is the Disney dining plan?
Alex is our food and beverage expert, and she can certainly get into more detail with that. I do have one more thing to cover with you guys. So I noticed in Kara's notes, it says that Robin and Steve and the twins are coming down a day before you all leave to Orlando. Will they be staying with all of you, or are they going to be needing a hotel for the night?
They will definitely want a hotel, preferably near the airport.
Oh yeah, we can definitely book that for them.
Oh great, thank you.
Oh, you guys are so welcome. It was wonderful to meet you. I'm just going to go get Alex now.
Hi, I'm Alex. You must be Rachel and Regina. Cara and Chantel have told me so much about you. I understand you have many questions about the food at Walt Disney World.
Hi Alex, nice to meet you. You look so familiar. I think I know her from somewhere.
I don't think so. Maybe I look like someone you may know.
Oh, I guess so.
So Chantel mentioned the Disney dining plan. Can you tell us more about that?
Absolutely. The Disney Dining Plan is a package you can buy that gives you credits to use to purchase your food anywhere at Walt Disney World. There are 3 types of credits: quick service, table service, and snack. There are 3 versions of the plan, but we only recommend 2 of them. The first one is a regular dining plan. This offers you enough credits to have 1 quick service meal, 1 table service meal, and 2 snacks per day of your stay. Each person will also receive a refillable plastic cup that can be filled with soft drinks for free at any Disney resort, which is this one.
Oh, and the other option?
That is the deluxe dining plan. It offers enough credits to have 3 meals in any accommodations of quick service and table service and 2 snacks per day plus the refillable plastic cup.
I'm not sure the regular plan sounds like enough food for all of us. I mean, 2 meals each day?
It is generally hard to explain Disney food until you see it for yourself, but I promise you, no one leaves Disney hungry. Every meal, quick service or table service, comes with a drink, a main course, and a dessert, and the portion sizes are quite substantial. We also find that many people like the regular plan because it works well off Disney property. For example, if you think you like to go to Universal Studios or even NASA, then don't worry about wasting your food credits because you have a few meals unaccounted for in your credits. The other thing people like to do is buy a bag of groceries and like to eat in their room. And that can make up for your missing credits as well.
Well, what do you think, Mom?
I'm not sure.
I certainly don't want to discourage you from getting the deluxe plan. I just want to make sure you know what your options are and how things will function so you can make an informed decision. Also, in the spirit of making an informed decision, the regular dining plan is about $75 per day per person, and the deluxe dining plan is $160 per day per person.
Thank you. We do appreciate it. We're going to have to think about it. I do have other questions about food.
Of course, go right ahead.
How do you make reservations?
Table service restaurants require reservations. Quick service restaurants don't require reservations. To get these reservations, you have to log into the system online, which has to be 180 days in advance, so you have to make sure when that date is.
Will we have to book together, or can we book separately?
You can do both. Some reservations can be done as a group or as individuals.
Oh, that's great. That works.
Robin, my sister-in-law, has celiac disease, so she's going to have to watch what she eats over there.
Disney is great for people who have special needs around food. While gluten-free options are often listed on the menus, what we do recommend is that in each restaurant you speak to the chef about dietary needs. Please don't feel bad about asking for the chef either. This is part of their job and they want to make sure that you're having a perfect experience.
Oh, that's good to hear. I'm sure Dad is going to have fun with all of those amazing food options. It might be a good idea for us to also talk to the chef about some diabetic-friendly food.
Absolutely.
Oh, speaking of Richard's diabetes, we're going to have to discuss how we're going to transport his medical supplies on our flights.
Well then, you have to talk to Angelica. She's our transportation expert.
Thank you, Alex.
I still think I know her from somewhere.
Hi, Regina. Hi, Rochelle. I'm Angelica.
Hi, Angelica.
Hi, Angelica. It's really nice to meet you. So I understand you're going to be talking to us about our flights and our other modes of transportation?
That's me.
Wonderful.
Looking over the notes we have here, you see you'll be needing a flight from Calgary to Toronto for 4, then Toronto to Orlando for 10, and the return flights from Orlando to Toronto and Calgary.
That's right.
I suggest booking with WestJet. They have a sale on right now that can get you some very good deals. If you give me a couple of minutes, I can look at the flights for you now.
Oh, of course. Go ahead.
Okay, so it looks like you can get flights from Calgary to Toronto for about $370 per person, and then from Toronto to Orlando for about $272 per person. Now, the flight home from Orlando to Toronto will be $264. Orlando to Calgary will be $408.
I mean, that makes it a lot pricier for Robin and Steve. Maybe they should just fly directly from Calgary to Orlando, to cut the cost a little.
No, Mom, you know what? I talked to Robin about it, and they understood it was going to cost them a little more, but they really do want to fly all to Orlando together. So they're prepared to handle it.
Okay, well, those flights do sound good, and I'm pretty sure they do work for us. Now, in regards to Richard flying with his diabetes supplies, he also has an insulin pump. Is there anything we need to know about what we need to do to prepare for that?
Yes, so it will be best for Richard to get a letter from his family doctor stating that he's diabetic and that he has to be carrying these supplies on the plane. Make sure you have his supplies in your carry-on bag stored properly, and as long as you have the letter, you're good, and it'll have no trouble whatsoever.
That is so good. So now we've covered the flights. Can we ask you about transportation on the ground? We're going to need a shuttle from the airport to Disney. Can you arrange that for us?
Actually, Disney runs its own shuttle. It's called the Magical Express from the airport to the resorts. You will see signs at the airport to direct you down to where the shuttle is in the Magical Express area. Once you're given the information, you'll get on and it'll take you right to the Art of Animation Resort.
Oh, that is so cool.
Oh, once we're there, how do we get from the resort to the park, though?
There are buses that run from the resorts to the parks. There's also boats between certain locations, and of course the monorail. One of the newer options available are the minivans, which you can book through the Lyft app on your phone. Now, it isn't available for Art of Animation yet, but by the time you guys are going, it could be, so keep that in mind.
That sounds so easy.
It really is.
And I guess now we get to talk about the parks.
Yes, I think we've covered everything else. Let me get Kara back for you. She'll take you through the rest of the process.
Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. Doesn't she look really familiar?
I know, right? It's so strange.
I know her from somewhere.
So, how are you guys feeling about all this information? I know it's a lot to consider.
It is, but the staff here are so knowledgeable. It makes it so much easier to figure everything out.
I'm really glad, and please know we're always here for you. So if after you've booked, even if there are more questions that come up, don't ever hesitate to call us or even pop in to ask. We want to make sure your vacation is exactly what you're dreaming of.
We really appreciate that. But now it's time to talk about the good stuff. The parks.
Well, I'm sure you know that the 4 main amusement parks, and then there's 2 water parks.
I'm sure we'll want to go to the 4 main parks the most, but I think that Robin and Steve and their twins might want to go to a water park.
Well, we can set you up with the right tickets, and everyone can get to go exactly where they want to.
That's where the real chaos starts.
I totally understand. With 10 people of different ages, it can absolutely be a challenge. But we can offer you some really good advice and resources for making a plan to make it work. The first thing you need to decide is how many park days you actually want.
Well, all 14, of course.
I understand you think that now, but believe me, you're going to need some downtime and some non-park days. The parks are a lot of fun, but there's a lot of things to do in the resorts and in the Orlando area. Were you thinking you were maybe wanting to do any of the other Orlando attractions, maybe Universal Studios?
We looked at it, but I think we're just going to stick to Disney this time. Do you really think we'll want days off?
There's so many things to do at Walt Disney World that aren't in the parks. All the resorts have a variety of facilities. For example, Art of Animation has 3 pools, a playground, movie nights under the stars, an arcade, a jogging trail, a store, and a restaurant. And then you can go resort hopping. For example, the Swan Resort has mini golf. The Polynesian has the legendary Spirit of Aloha show. And then other resorts even have marinas, and you can rent canoes, you can rent paddle boats, and you can enjoy some really cool time on the water.
Wow, I hadn't thought about checking out other resorts like that. That does sound fun. What do you think?
Well, I think we definitely need some days off when we're not planning to go to the parks.
As you're going to be there 14 full days, I'd really recommend keeping it to about 10 park days. No more than that. I'd also recommend you consider getting at least some of your tickets, if not all of them, as park hoppers.
What are those?
I told you about those, Mom. It's where you go to the different parks on the same day.
That's right. Park hopper tickets are more expensive, but they give you the freedom to move between the 4 parks at any time, any day.
What's the price difference for those?
So I'm not going to lie, that gets a little bit complicated. Park tickets are on a sliding scale based on the number of days you want to be in the park. But to give you a basic idea, for 10 days of park tickets without the park hopper, it costs about $352. When you add the park hopper on, it takes it up to about $412. That's per person. Now, so that means you're looking at about an extra $60 per person over the span of those 10 days. So it breaks it down to only about $6 a day extra for park hopper.
If it's only $6 extra a day for park hoppers, we might as well do it. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Great, so we really only have to cover one more thing, travel insurance. We offer travel insurance at a really competitive rate. Now, do you know if you have coverage through work, through your benefits, or maybe even through a credit card?
Well, Richard and I do.
RJ and I do as well, but I think Steven and Robin might need some travel insurance.
Okay, well, if you can give me their email address, I can email them with the information for our travel insurance. They can look it over and decide if they want to get it. We highly advise it, as you do never know when something could happen, and it's really helpful to have.
Oh, absolutely. We can give you their contact information.
Wonderful. So do you have any more questions before we go ahead with booking?
We were wondering what term payments are there actually.
Okay. Well, we need a deposit today of about $200 US to confirm the booking. But then we don't need any further payment until about 45 days before your departure, and at that point we need it paid in full.
That's completely fair. I can put deposit on my visa and then we can work out the details later.
I'm so excited for you. You're going to create some magical memories.
Hello.
Hi, Rachel. This is Kara from Walt Disney World Travel.
Oh, hi.
So I was just calling to see, how was the trip? I know you got back last week.
Yes, we had a fantastic time. Yeah, my mom and dad really had a great anniversary.
I am so glad. Oh, that's wonderful. Did you guys take a lot of pictures? Cool. Listen, I know you have my email address on the business card. Do you think you could drop me an email with some of those pictures? We'd love to see them.
Oh, of course we can send you pictures. The kids look adorable in their little Mickey ears.
Great. Thank you so much. And listen, next time you're ready to go back to Disney, or if you want to travel anywhere else, please just give us a call. We'd be thrilled to work with you again. Your family has been absolutely lovely.
Of course, I'm sure we'll be back.
Thank you so much. You take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you too. Bye.
Family.
Hi there, I'm Chantel. I'm the accommodation specialist. You must be Regina and Rachel.
When you'd like to travel?
Well, our anniversary is on August 23rd, and we were thinking of being at Disney on
I'm sorry. Are you at Felix's place? Because I'd unzip those jeans.
Can we stop?
That's a science joke.
I know, I got it.
3, 2.
Hi, Alex. Have we met before? You look so familiar.
It's you.
No, it's not.
It says, I guess so.
Oh, shit, fine.
It
gosh.
is you.
So I'm not going to lie, that gets a bit sorry.
Say.
It's the last line.
Yeah, I know.
That seems completely fair. I'll put the deposit on
Cut
the visa,
all of
and then we can
this.
work out the rest of the details.
So that breaks down to about $60 extra per day for... Sorry?
Say that again.